So speaking of masks, you brought some masks to share with us.
A couple?
Show us the ones that with the bigger names and maybe the ones that have the coolest story behind how you got it or something.
All right. I don't know if I should save this one for last. I'll go with this one. This right here is Hijo de Rey Misterio. And this is the guy that I was talking to you about that brought me in and with his brother. They're from Mexicali. Good dudes, and their mother was a wrestler. Their grandparents were wrestlers. You know, it's like usually when you run into a luchador, you'll know that at least half the family wrestles, and that's what you'll find out. So this is Hijo de Rey Misterio.
How is he actually related to the Rey Mysterio that people know from WWE?
Okay, I don't know. Should I break the?
Or at least if you want to keep if there's a fantasy to keep, keep it in the fantasy then. What's the storyline relationship?
This guy, and a lot of people know him. He was formerly known as Deluxe in Mexicali, and Rey Mysterio, the original, the senior, Señor Miguel, saw a lot of talent in this guy. And told them, you know, hey, I see a lot of talent in you. Let's work together. Blah blah blah. Train them. So, the bubble burster is he related to Rey Mysterio 619? No, not by blood. But it's a brotherhood. Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like you respect this name. It's not just
Not anyone can go in and say I'm a Rey Mysterio Junior.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Yeah. And staying in the Rey Mysterio family, actually going through the bloodline of Rey Mysterio Sr., I have Rey Mysterio Heredero, who is his actual son. Blood-related son of Rey Mysterio.
Is that why he goes by Heredero?
Yeah, he goes by Rey Mysterio Heredero.
Because he inherited
it's like, you know...
I am the man.
This is the dude, you know... It's a little different. Going now to the, who everyone knows as, Rey Mysterio, the 619. I have this one.
The one all the way at the beginning?
Yeah, the one he was wearing in the beginning. And don't get me wrong. Don't think they're fake. They're all signed, you know. That's how I like to do it. And I usually have a little video when they're giving it to me or whatever. Just authenticity, you know. Yeah. You don't. Anybody can go and I have this mask.
Yeah, I bought it.
Yeah, that's all good. That's all good. And anybody can buy a mask, and that's something I've learned now. Getting the inside with the luchadores is that sometimes they feel bad selling you their mask that they send you to the guy that makes it for them.
Oh, okay.
So you get it cheaper. But then when they make new outfits for them or whatever, they give them a discount. So, it's a win-win. Yeah. I guess I'll bring these two out together just because some of the wrestlers that are very known, this is Rey Fenix, and this is Pentagon, or Penta Cero Miedo, how he's known now. They are actually brothers, and they go by the Lucha Brothers. They travel all over the United States, Mexico. They're in Lucha Underground. I don't know if you're familiar.
Yeah.
Where all the independent wrestlers are going. So it's good, man.
Speaking of that, Lucha Underground, pretty cool because they team up with the local, was it the VW?
VWE. They
brought them in.
They brought him in, and then
Morrison. No, not Morrison anymore. What's he called?
Johnny Mundo.
Mundo now.
Yeah, or
formerly Johnny Morrison. Johnny
Morrison. Yeah, Johnny something. We know he's Johnny something. He's also right now in that Lucha Underground, but he's also with a company called The Crash. No, my bad. edit that out. He's doing most of the Lucha Underground. They also go to AAA in Mexico, because I don't know the whole story, but I know that Vampiro Canadiense, I don't know if you remember that guy from back in the days. He used to be the announcer for Lucha Underground, but now he's the director of talent for AAA. So somehow, some way, AAA is, you know, it's kind of like WWE when they took over all these wrestling companies and stuff.
Like WCW with it. That first got together with AAA.
Yeah,
I can't remember that. Speaking of everyone doing it right now, didn't you have a mask of his also over there?
Actually, yes. Shout out to my boy, the Juice. That's what he likes to go by. I was able to get this when he came down to Mexicali. It's another one of those wrestlers that lost his mask, but then, you know, it's just so. I mean, when it comes to Lucha Libre, man,
the mask is everything.
The mask is the whole shebang. So shout out to the Juice. And again, going back to now that we went back to the yesteryears of luchadores, one of my more important, you know, I don't know if you want to call it a mask.
But your most prized mask, you mean?
It's not. They're all prized. They're all prized masks. I can't put, you know, I can't say which one's my favorite. But if I ever get an original Santo one, that would be my favorite. Or a Blue Demon, you know.
Even me, and I'm not into it. Yeah.
So I mean,
I probably sleep with it on.
see what kind of superpowers that might give us, right? But one of my
maybe
more...
I'll grow to be 6 foot tall.
Oh, shoot. That would mean I would shrink an inch, so I don't know if I'd want that. But one of my most prized possessions... I said it, yeah. One of my most prized possessions.
One of the ones you're most proud of.
One of the ones I'm most proud of. And I want to say one of the ones, ironically, that I started my collection of masks is of a wrestler that I grew up, and he was kind of like, you know how everybody in the WWE would love Hulk Hogan?
Yeah.
Well, I was more of a Rowdy Piper or Ultimate Warrior.
Same here.
I like, you know, kind of like, I like to swim against the current. So growing up, there was a tercia of Sangre Chicana, El Satánico, and, well, like I said, I'm pretty sure everybody can guess it, but Pirata Morgan.
Nice. Out
of his face. When I got this mask, I couldn't believe it. I got home and my wife was like, "Why are you yellow?" I'm like,
"You're so in shock."
I'm like, 2 things. 1, Pirata Morgan really is missing an eye. I'm like, damn. And 2,
so you got to do the eye socket?
Yes.
Oh shit.
That was pretty gross. Hey, Pirata Morgan, if you're looking, love you, man. The eye cook that comes out when this was right here.
No.
Yeah, my wife wasn't too happy when I brought this home because
you made her.
I usually try them on and like, hey, how do I look? You know, like, just to feel, you know, the power of the wrestler. And she's like, are you gonna try that on? I'm like, no, nope, I don't, you know. But I had him sign it, you know, autograph.
With a neck look?
I told him, can you drop a little, you know? But yeah, I mean, wow. and it was amazing. Again, sometimes you think that getting their masks or, you know, their autograph and stuff like that is impossible. But when you treat them just like a regular human being, that's what they like the most. When you're not fanning out and, oh my God, sign my baby. You know, they see that all the time. But when you bring them back down to earth, that's the type of stuff they like. And yeah, so it was amazing. I told him, you know, like, hey, how much you want for it? You know, they were selling the replicas for a certain price. And this one is the one he wrestled with that day. And he took it off right then and there, and it was like a 50 peso difference, which is nowadays like $2.50, $3 more. Wow. So I said, yeah, I'll take it. Not expecting he was going to take it off right then and there. Oh, he's like, that's how I thought it. So he's like, all right, let me take it off. Like, I don't think I want it. But, it's amazing, man. It's amazing. I want it too. Yeah, it's like, you don't have an unused one. Something that you clean. I know. But, it's
keep washing it and then mail it to me.
But again, it's just little things and then he went back into the dressing room to get me the whole thing because he's like, you bought the mask, you just didn't buy my eye patch, you bought the whole thing. So this he wrestles like this without this, but he actually went to the
nice.
So it was like I said, it's got to be one of my top, top masks. Yeah.
And that's one of the coolest looking masks too.
At first, my wife thought it was a thong.
I don't know,
but
I don't know if we have to sanitize because of eye gook or nothing, but
yeah, maybe. Going back to all these masks again. So far, I have about, I want to say, 45 original,
nice.
wrestler worn masks. But the one that for me started everything, and when people see it, they'll be like, "Dude, that mask is 20 pesos," But it's the first mask I ever got, It's the first
off the guy's head.
No. This is the first mask I ever got in my life, and it was given to me by my dad.
Oh, okay.
And
I have it.
Yes, and again. Everybody loved El Santo, but who was his nemesis? Blue Demon. So, obviously, I had to, when given the choice, I chose this one. Again, for some people, it's like, what the hell? But for me, it's got a lot of sentimental value.
Oh, yeah, your dad.
And
that's already your love, probably, for that.
Yeah. And
that's already your collection.
Exactly. So shout out to my dead dad for making me a hoarder. I think this mask is about, I'm 34 right now, so it's at least 25 years old. Again, this is what this is what started the magic for me. Being a little kid in the trampoline, jumping off the trampoline with a mask on, you're like, and once you fall, you're like, oh shoot, this hurts, So then you just decide to become a fan,